Rigetti. In EP2 we mapped the downside scenarios. This time, the opposite, how a small challenger survives in the same ring as the giants, plus the verdict that closes this trilogy. On the S-curve, quantum computing is still in the expert stage. There's no product consumers use directly, enterprises, governments, and labs access it through the cloud. The inflection point for the superconducting camp has already been crossed. In December 2024, Google's Willow proved quantum really can work. But it was a giant that crossed it. Rigetti rode that wave back into contention with Anka 3's fidelity, its computational accuracy, at 99.5%. Yet riding the wave isn't leading it. The three companies face different kinds of uncertainty. IonQ's is timing, when it crosses the chasm. D-Wave's is technical, whether the bridge even exists. Rigetti's is different again, the bridge was already built by the giants, and the question is whether a small challenger can survive standing on the same bridge as them. A competitive question. Before the upside, let's calmly lay out the downside scenarios from EP2 one more time, because the bull case only holds if it beats these risks. First, valuation and momentum. After a sharp 2025 run-up, there's fuel for a pullback, and with revenue of about $10.8 million, any wobble in the story hits hard. Second, the giants' resource advantage. Because Rigetti competes head-on in the same superconducting field, the threat of IBM and Google overwhelming it with capital and talent is a present, ongoing reality, the price of a head-on fight that IonQ and D-Wave never took. Third, the company's core thesis that speed beats scale, whether a small, nimble vertically integrated player can out-execute the giant's resources is still unresolved. But unlike D-Wave, where a journal settles the technical question, here it's a competitive question the market settles over years. The center of gravity is the second and third, both born in the same ring as the giants. The upside case stands entirely on the assumption that this third question resolves in Rigetti's favor. If the giants don't overwhelm it and the speed advantage gets proven, Rigetti has three paths. First, the economics of modular scaling. If tiling many small 9-qubit chips into 100+ qubits is demonstrated while holding accuracy, Rigetti proves, first, a scaling route that sidesteps the giant's weakness, the yield cliff of one massive chip. It's the strongest argument, but while the asset is already real, its worth only becomes definite once speed beats scale is proven. Second, the speed of in-house fab vertical integration. If its ability to rapidly iterate design, manufacturing, and testing under one roof solidifies, Rigetti could outpace the giants on fidelity and yield, or pivot into a quantum foundry that supplies chips to the giants, a third exit. Third, endurance. It holds about $570 million in cash, debt-free, plus Taiwan's quanta investment and co-development, and government and defense references like DARPA, the US Air Force, and the UK's NQCC, references that, if they ignite into a J-curve, hold the potential for revenue to take off. So where does this technology meet your life? Because Rigetti is gate-based general-purpose quantum, the real payoff comes after 2030, once error correction matures. First, new drugs and materials, simulating a molecule's quantum state directly to speed up the design of new medicines and battery materials, exactly where superconducting's ultra-fast gates shine. The drugs you take get developed faster. Second, finance, sharper portfolio risk allocation and card fraud detection, the context behind its Moody's and Nasdaq ties. Third, AI acceleration, speeding up certain machine learning computations through quantum classical hybrids via NVIDIA's CUDA-Q. Fourth, defense and cryptography, the future of national infrastructure security, where its DARPA and Air Force references reach. But there's a paradox unique to Rigetti. The year these touchpoints arrive in force, 2030, overlaps exactly with when the market decides whether a small challenger survived in the same ring as the giants. The arrival of real-life impact is, in effect, the finish line of the David versus Goliath race. Final verdict. Signal's call is watch, the most challenging of the three companies. Compress the trilogy into one sentence: Rigetti's assets, its in-house fab, 99.5% fidelity, $570 million in cash, quanta, and government deliveries, are all real. Yet the worth of all of them hangs asymmetrically on a single question: can a small, nimble vertically integrated player beat the resources of a big, slow giant? With IonQ, the foundation was real, so the inequality held cleanly, dominance outweighed the downside. With D-Wave, that inequality broke, because its strongest growth path and its deepest risk shared the same unresolved question. Rigetti's inequality breaks too, but the nature of the uncertainty differs. D-Wave's is technical, settled by a journal. Rigetti's is competitive, settled by the market over years. So the conclusion is neither sell nor hold as comfortably as IonQ, it's hold while watching one single signal. By signals, a modular 100-qubit scaling demonstration, outpacing the giants first or pivoting to a foundry, and references igniting into operational-grade revenue. Sell signals, the giants commercializing modular tiling and eroding Rigetti's niche, scaling stalling on chip-to-chip interconnect bottlenecks, and evaluation momentum breakdown. The Rigetti trilogy is complete. EP11 showed the essence, EP12 the downside scenarios, EP13 the upside scenarios and the verdict. With that, Signal has dissected all three quantum companies by the same rules: IonQ, D-Wave, Rigetti, a 9-part series, complete. Place the three verdicts side by side and you see that even one watch comes in three kinds. IonQ, a core candidate where dominance outweighs the downside. D-Wave, cautious, with an unresolved core you watch through journals. Rigetti, the most challenging, with real assets but a competitive survival that the market resolves. The core message is one: don't buy on the word quantum, buy on signals. And the kind of signal to watch differs by company. If this analysis sharpened your eye for reading signals, join us with a subscribe and a like. Signal always ends the same way: read the signal first. Tap the cards on screen for the next one.